You have way more power than you think you do. Way more power. Why do you think we're out here on a Friday during school hours marching, protesting for the climate?
Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, yo, hey, ya, hey, yo. We walk in beauty, yes we do, yes we do. We talk in yes.
Our world is warming. Climate change is happening now, and it's happening especially right here in Alaska. Alaska has warmed at twice the rate of the lower 48 states. On the North Slope, there are indigenous villages tumbling into the ocean. 97% of Alaska's glaciers are melting away. Around here, our cedar trees are dying off. I want to thank all the students, all the young kids who helped organize this event. You are part of our new generation of climate warriors. And yes, can we give them a hurrah? Hip hip!
My name is Bay. My name is Cisco. I really think climate change needs to change. I felt like we need a change, and this might one day not be like this. Lots of people have been doing this, and I think more people need to walk out of school for this and climate change.
We're seeing a paradigm shift, a tipping point, where people from young to old are getting fired up, demanding change.
I think that our leaders right now need to pay more attention to it.
The children and the students of Alaska are Alaska's future.
Even rural places like Gustavus, Alaska, care about this issue, and something needs to happen about it.
I grew up here in Gustavus. It's a real small town, only about 400 people. There's no roads to it.
You can only get here by boat or plane.
That remoteness, that not being able to get here unless you really, really want to.
Overall, this is a community that really cares about progressive issues and that wants action, wants a healthy biosphere.
Instead of going to the shopping mall, because we don't have a shopping mall, instead, maybe we'll go climb a tree, because no, there's tons of trees around here.
Our town borders Glacier Bay National Park. That's an extraordinary, world-famous area of tidewater glaciers, of extraordinary wildlife. This is a place where I think people can really take a lot of inspiration and fall in love with the natural world. And I see with this group of students a lot of passion.
We've been studying 4 big questions for climate change. The first one was the difference between weather and climate. The second one is how is the climate changing? The third one was how does that impact living things? And then the fourth one, which brought all of this about, is what can we do about it? And so this is how we're answering that question: what can we do about climate change?
We got some sign making happening, getting ready for the march tomorrow.
So you guys decided to organize this march, huh?
Yeah.
So what motivated you guys? Why did you decide to do this?
Because really don't want our world to change like it, and our salmon is starting to go away, and we want to keep our salmon. Not only, and other reasons.
So I will spread the word with you.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Hey, you bet. Thank you guys for what you're doing. I'm really impressed. I really appreciate it. You guys are doing a great job with the signs. Thanks so much. Keep it up and have a great time tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, bye.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, she said I can't. Oh my God. Mission slip. Hello. We're doing a march. Climate change.
justice, climate justice, climate justice, climate justice, climate justice.
No fossil fuels! The future is now! No fossil fuels! The future is now!
We can all reduce the amount of fossil fuels that we use in our daily lives. Do you guys know what fossil fuels are? It's the gasoline in our cars. It's the propane that we cook with. It's the fuel that runs planes and boats all around us. Fossil fuels examples are coal, oil, and gas. And when we burn them, it releases carbon dioxide, and when carbon dioxide builds up in the air, it acts like a blanket around the earth. It traps heat and it warms it up. It's not complicated. Burning fossil fuels warms the planet. Burning fossil fuels warms the planet. Over the last 50 years, we've warmed by 2 degrees Celsius. That's nearly 4 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a lot. It's happening fast right here in our home state. So, if we want to fix this problem, what do we have to do? You tell me.
Stop burning them.
Stop burning them! Exactly! We have to leave them in the ground. We have to stop burning fossil fuels. There's a problem. There's a problem because our elected officials, they're not making laws that are reducing our use of fossil fuels. And in fact, mostly, they're making laws that are increasing our use of fossil fuels, burning more coal and oil and gas. I say we deserve more from our elected officials. We all have a role to play, and that's why when you leave this march today, I want you to commit to doing one thing for yourself and one thing for the world. You could say, I'm going to ride my bicycle to school 3 days a week, or 5 days a week, even better. Or you could decide that you're going to encourage your family to get an electric vehicle. You could grow a garden. You could catch fish so that less food has to be transported up from down south, because that burns fossil fuels too. There's all kinds of different ways to reduce the amount of fossil fuels that we use. And by the way, when you use less fossil fuels, that tends to make us healthier and happier. It's a good reason to do that, all right? Remember, our goal is simple. Not easy, but simple. We have to stop burning fossil fuels, and you have the power to help make that happen.
Hey, Neiana, hey, hey, Anna. Hey, Neiana, hey, hey, yo. Hey, hey, yo. We'll yearn for
The fact that we're taking action now is a great step towards taking action in the future.
But if everyone is just like, oh, I'm just one person, that's not going to make a difference, then everyone will just not do those things and nothing will happen.
Anybody can do it. They just need to get to it.
This is going to affect all of us.
80 people showed up in a town of 400. What is that? 20% of the town? Usually an organizer would be happy to get 1 or 2% of the town coming out for an event like this. This is a place that really cares.
Thank you everyone for coming today. It's a beautiful day. Let's go make change. 3 cheers. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
hey, hey, yo.